Hello, Assalamu alaikum. My voice is clear.
Yeah, so
Okay, so Farwa, are you in the class? Are you listening to me?
yeah, so
Okay, so first of all, I have told all of you to write your name and date with your pen or pointer on the actual page. Okay, not on WhatsApp or by the editing app. You have to write your name by hand, both of the things on your actual page, and try to save the record
okay,
of your
sir.
practice as well. And so coming to your practice of alif, good, mashallah. Just the same thing that I told in the last class. Okay. First of all, you know, if I draw the central line from its thickness, okay, this is not improving. Check. There is so much, so much gap, so much difference. This top corner should pass from here. Why are you not considering this thing? Pay attention to these little details. Okay, these things, like I told, they play a very important role in your earth neatness. Okay, so now this thing, it should come from here. Now whole this Taj angle is just looking like this. This is not the correct angle. Now it's going to like this. This is now the correct angle. So after writing your alif, pay attention to alif and check whether all these things that I told, that I mentioned in your last practice in the correction, that all the things are present in this alif. What's the thing that I'm missing? What should I practice? Okay. So it's not just you have to write with the column and just send it. Focus on that. Okay. And observe the letter. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
this thing now it should come from here. Now all this part is extra. So this was the main thing, and beside that, it's like totally, and in the start it is too much in the tilt or slanting direction. Like I told, it has a very slight impression. Okay, and in the start it is very low. It was like good in this section, but after that you have made a major turnover. Okay, it was slight, and it is looking even like larger than 8 nuktas. It should be 8 nuktas, and 8 nuktas, I think they are ending here according to your column size. So all these things, check now. Now there is still, if you see, it is not straight, but it is not too much tilt either. Just like I put this alif a bit towards the left side, so I have to reduce from this side as well, just like this. Are you getting it? You are, first of all, you have increased its size, and the this movement, this tiltness, it is too much. Okay, it is like somewhere in between, like it shouldn't be too much slanting, not too much straight. Okay, so these things should be present in your relief somewhere in between, and in between it lies the, you can say, the strongness, the most, the most perfect relief. This is your correct alignment of a leaf. And now if you pass your middle line from the top corner, now this is your taj. Now this part is extra, and it is also okay, it's going too much like this portion is good if we see this part separately, but it is in the wrong alignment. And also one more thing in your relief, you know, this thickness, this distance, it should be equal to this part also. Okay, one of your alif, it was too close to your this part, like this. It was too close to it. It should be like here. So it will- okay. So this is now your alif. So these are, little differences, but they play a very important role in your khat. So focus on these things. These things shouldn't be, neglected. These are very important. Okay. And you understand?
Yeah, sir. I understand.
Okay. So good, mashallah. Keep it up. Okay. So Yasmin, are you present in the class?
Salam alaikum, yes, I am.
Walaikum assalam. Okay, so mashallah, it's good. Just like some things, according to the column size, it is slightly, you know, more elongated. Okay, like large, it should end here. And according to this part, alif, Taj is now looking small. Okay, like this part, it is looking less than 2 cut. And this part, it has too much this effect, like outward, it is too much. Okay, like I told, it has very slight impression. Okay, it's not too much, you don't have to show it too much, like it's too much now curve, and now if I made it is now too much straight. So it shouldn't be both extremes, it should be in between. Column is not taking its full thickness. Like now it's not, too much straight, not too much in the curve direction. You can also say it's not fully straight. Okay, and so first of all, we are going to fix it from this part. Okay, like check. I am going to eliminate this curve like this. Check now. Okay, just by a slight touch. Now it's this part is looking good. Okay, after this effect, your olive was slightly, this part, it feels slightly more inclined toward inside. Okay, so try to improve this thing. Okay, now because I have move towards a bit left, now I have to reduce from here. And also, this part, your, like this portion, it looks too heavy here. Okay, it is not, it has slight a bit more thickness here, but after that it reduces its thickness and gradually come to its proper ending. Okay, now if you carefully see, this part, it looks too heavy. Okay, like in the whole alif, all the like weight is accumulated in this part, so it shouldn't be present in the alif as well. So this is good from here. Just we are going to reduce from here. Are you seeing my this touching in the black? Carefully see it. Okay, now According to this, now Taj is also going to change. Okay, and this thing also present in your practice also. Okay, like this thing, the middle line, slightly, it is also going in the right direction. Now, first of all, it is going to connect from here, from here, and this portion is, it should be two cut of kalam. It is looking like small. One, two. According to your column, of course, okay, it may be slightly vary, but according to your column, always remember that one part should be inside. Two cut, I think, according to your column, it last here. Then after that, you are going to make the its last part in this direction. Okay, check now. You're getting from here this part, all this thing carefully, check this line. All this is going to be extra. Now, even if you check this line that I made, it's slightly come towards more close. Okay, it is like just touching to it. Okay, just touching, not going too close to it. Okay, so this middle line, top corner passing, and these two nuktas, try to keep it in a clear form. And also, this is looking like smaller than two cut, and the other shape, it is also looking, smaller than two-third of column. Like I told, this is three parts of our one cut. This part should be this. Okay, one part we are going to utilize this inside this two cut part. This is different column. Check. One part, this is one cut of column. Okay. One part is I'm going to place it inside this, and two parts are outside. Like this. Okay, so overall it's good, mashallah. Try to improve these things, and okay, it's good. Okay, if I see if Roshan was present in the class, so I'm going to give you the lesson of next letter as well. Okay, any question? You understand these things of Alif? Okay, it is, these are very little details. Okay, these are very little things. It is a very slight differences, but remember, keep in your mind, these differences, they play a very important role in your khat. Okay, this is the thing that, that is going to differentiate between you and between, like, a good, not good, an ordinary, or an, like, a great master. Okay. So, Miss Zahra, are you present in the class?
Yes, Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Hassan.
Walaikum assalam. Okay, so mashallah, it's good. Uh, if you are writing Zahra, there should be a space here. Okay. So in the alif, the same thing. This is the thickness of your alif. Okay, and if I draw a middle straight line from its middle like this. Got it? Now this top corner should pass from here like this, like this. Okay. Now, without that, it's looking like the Taj, it's like rolling down towards right. Okay. So this is very important for the Taj. Now it's going to center for that. In this part, this is good. Okay. But after that, there is slide, you can say ups down. Okay. And this part, this portion especially, it's looking like a bit, you can say weak. Okay, this portion. So if we just did a slight touches, it will make a clear difference in your alif. Okay. And the last part, it is giving too much this inwardness. Okay. There is in first half of alif there is this effect, and in second half there is slightly this effect. But keep in mind, this effect is very slight, very slight. Okay, it's not too much. You don't have to make it, like I told you, not too much wavy, not too much straight. Even this is completely straight, and even this is straight in the slanting direction. Okay, so both of these are extremes. Your alif should be, somewhere in between, and in between lies the strongness of alif. And with that,
Mm,
with this betweenness, with this like intermediate, it's not easy to achieve. Okay, it requires a lot of practice, a lot of focus. Okay, so you are like, you all are very near to this alif, so don't give up, just keep practicing. So we are going to just, just by slight touches, we are going to eliminate this inward effect like this. Check now. Just by doing, slight touches, now check, all of this thing is fixed. Okay, now in this portion, like I told, this part is, it's weak. In this portion there is this thing. You can also just avoid this just by doing slight touches like this. And this also, this thing, it is giving too much, this thing. You can also check now. Okay, now whole of this alif is looking very strong. Just, just by doing, just by very slight touches, you can check the difference in the khat. Okay, in this, here you have the original. Obviously, you have the original piece of paper of practice. You can compare with that. Okay, how much, just by doing these slight touches, how much is difference in the khat of alif. So you can do this by yourself as well. Okay, so that's why I told the first student as well, it's not like you just wrote, one alif with the column and send in the group. Focus, even check yourself and observe. Okay, check like all the things that should be present in the alif, that I discussed, that I, mentioned in your earlier practice, in your correction, that all the things are present. Okay, so coming to your Taj, now, it should come from here. Okay, this is its direction. And like I told, this is going at the end, it is slightly going inward like this. Okay, at the end, it is slightly going inward. Then this portion, it should be in front of this. Like this is the sequence that should maintain in your alif like this. Actually, it is slightly outside. if we, if we made it like this, just a slightly inward, okay, because we have to maintain this gap equal to this, okay, because at here it is slightly large. Beside that, it's now good. Okay, so overall it's great, it's good practice, keep it up. Okay, so Saskia, are you present in the class?
Yes, I am. You heard me?
Not. Yeah, yeah.
Ah, yes, I'm here.
Okay, congratulations on your umrah too.
Shukran.
And just today I have got another message from our, you know from our course student. Her name was Malka. She now, I think, today or yesterday, she also went
Oh,
for umrah.
mashallah.
So it's good, mashallah. So you also saw all the calligraphy, especially on the Rosai Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, all the like borders of the calligraphy, especially in the Rosai Rasul, and the place where the Riyazul Jannah is, that calligraphy is absolutely amazing. And that was done by the Ottoman calligraphers. The composition and all the names, and there was name of Sahaba too. So that calligraphy, it was plated with original gold. Okay, may you all go there and witness by yourself. So it, like, it is one of a, like, a very great motivation for all of us. Okay, so just like calligraphy is also part of the things, and all these things, like, without calligraphy, all these things, they look so ordinary. Okay, so the calligraphy plays a very important role, and especially there in the calligraphy in the Masjid Quba is also very, like, very exceptional in the compositional sense. So there are many places in Haram where calligraphy, and in Makkah there is a library, Haram library. In Haram library there is also a very fine collection of calligraphy. All the calligraphy artworks, they look so great, mashallah. Okay, so coming to your practice, you uh, in the starting it looks so thick, okay, according to the column, and gradually it is becoming thin and it comes to its ending. So the correct, alignment of alif is basically, in starting we don't utilize full column. Okay, that means, if I am, for example, that means you are placing your column like this. Okay, see this carefully, like this. Now I'm using too much thickness of column. Okay, so you have to not like this, like this. Now I am using less thickness. Okay, so just you have to hold the column that way, and you know all these things, they depend on your practice. Okay, you practice again and again and figure out by yourself. Okay, like, how am I supposed to hold the column? How I'm going to rotate my column? How I'm going to drag my column? That I will achieve that, that kind of perfection, that kind of thickness that we need for the alif. So in starting, it is like that. It does gradually comes to its ending, but it's not like fully thickness at the start. Okay, in like I told, in middle, it gains some of the thickness, and then it gradually come to its normal ending. Okay, like this is what we call it. Tell me, what is this? Anyone can tell.
Cut.
Path. Very good. So this is approximately half cut. You know, this part it's slightly okay larger than half cut, and then in the last part we again reduce to half cut. Then gradually, it comes to its ending. Okay, so now you get the idea. Like at starting it is half cut, and then in the middle it somehow it slightly increase its thickness, and then it comes to gradual again. Okay, it's not like that. At start it is thick, and then gradually it's not like that. Okay, and just after this only this part has this. Most of the alif has this impression. Okay, it should be in between, like here, and it is very slight. Okay, it is too much going inside. Okay, so first of all we have to reduce its thickness like this, and after that, now check, this is also going to, I have reduced this curve as well. Now check, we have to reduce this thickness as well. Okay, like this. Okay, and there is like it's totally merged from here, and this is also very small. There should be a proper shape here like this, and this is its thickness middle. It is thickness, this is the middle. Top corner should pass from here, just like this. There should be shape here. Okay, like this, and it should pass from here. Okay, and now it is going to be, some part is inside, two parts are outside. This should be two cut. Okay, and the other part, this part, it is like slightly less than one cut. So there is this shape. Okay, it is just totally missing here. Check now. Yeah, this is it, and this is it. So all these things, they are very important part of the alif, and they make the alif more strong and prominent. So you have to show this. Okay, got it?
Yes, thank you.
We, this is also comes closer to this line. Okay, so that is alif. Overall, it's good, mashallah. So, Roshan, are you in the class?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so Alif is good, mashallah. Just just like the student, yeah. In this one practice also, I told her there was, in this space there is all the weight accumulated of the alif. Okay, like there is, it is now looking too much thick. Okay, just like if you see the whole alif, all of the thickness lies in this part. All of the weight, like lies in this part. So it shouldn't feel like that, because after this part, it comes to its it started to come to its ending. Okay, it was above this part. And the main thing, if we draw a line from here, can you tell me what's the problem here? What are you getting from, like, when I draw this line? What is this thing indicating?
The
What do you
alif
think?
is too far to the right.
Yeah, it is, it is too much tilt. Okay. So, like, it is too much in this direction. Okay. The thing is, the connection with this line is just like that. It should just, pass to it. Okay. And even it's not necessary to touch it, just, pass near to this line. So the thing is, it is too much inside. Too much, like you can call it curve or tiltness. Okay. So, like, there is a very slight, it's better than your previous elif, but still, there's still a bit. Okay. Now, because I did changes from here, now I have to reduce its thickness from here as well. Okay. Like, this is the elif. Now, carefully see my this red marking here. This thing. Okay. Now, the thing about Taj is, it's again, it is too much. It's in this angle. And if we draw a line from the middle of its thickness like this, again, it is in the forward direction. So also, you need to clear this point a bit more. And now this is the line. It's going this way. And okay, two cuts, I think they are enough from here and like this. And this part is good. Just now it is now in this direction. Now check. Now, if I draw line from here, it is, check, it is just touching from here. Okay. So these are very little things. Okay. Take care of these things. They play a very important role in your path. Okay. So check, this was, your relief. Just I did some, you can say, some changes, and now it's looking much stronger. Okay, so these are very little differences, but they play a very important role in your relief, in your lesson. Okay, so don't ignore these little things. Okay, so now, mm, so there we are ending our alif here, and we have one nukta, two and three. Okay, three nuktas from the ending of alif, and there is a line going. Okay, and also one nukta between the alif. Okay, I think it is three nuktas because I made this in the reverse direction. So they are looking slightly large. Now they are more good. Okay, one nukta between alif and our next letter, and I'm starting it from the like three nukta height. Check my starting angle, it's not straight, it's slightly like this. Okay, now from here, going to rotate the page, and we are going to write this is not glossy paper, so ink dried too early. Even one nukta writing is kind of a task. 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Okay, and just in 4 and 5, just here between, I'm going to make one nukta. It's basically the depthness, okay, depthness of our ba, and this is the like length of our measurement of length of our ba, that is 6. Now carefully check this thing. Now I'm going again, okay, not straight, slightly like this. Okay, and here you don't have to show the sharp corner, okay, it just like, it's not like this. Okay, sharp corner, okay, it's slightly like this. So just by slight touches I have eliminated my sharp corner. Okay, It's again the same thing. Okay. Now till 4 nuktas, it has like downward effect. Okay, it's going slightly in this way. You know, Yasmin and Roshan, see it carefully. It's your next lesson. Okay, it's going downward. And last two nuktas, and it ended, and you don't have to make its ending too thin. Okay, like this. It is now too weak, so we make it slightly more this by doing a bit of touches. Okay, and check where it ended, right in front of this part. Okay, and in the middle of the bar with the distance of one nukta itself. Okay, like just in the middle, in the center, and with the one nukta distance itself, you are going to write the nukta of ba, proper nukta in a good shape like this. Okay, and also just like uh, in the final practice, especially know Miss Yasmin and Roshan, you are going to include ba in your practice, and Saskia and Zahara, you are going to write alif one more time again. Okay, try to cover up these things, inshallah. So then you are going to add ba in your practice. Okay, and just like you are sending the practice of alif now with alif. Now your final practice just like this with your name, date, and one alif, just like this. With after one nukta distance, there should be one bar with nukta. That's it. There shouldn't be any nuktas and line. Your final practice should be without nuktas. Keep in mind. And uh, this is the correct alignment. Like this is the alif ending, and this is the line going. And this line is also not straight. It is slightly slanting line going from top to bottom, slightly like this. If we made a straight line, this is the straight line. Okay. For example, like this is three nuktas. You have to start bar from here after one nukta gap, and this is how your line going to make. Okay, so just this you are going to send your final practice of ba now, alif and ba, and this part it just like from here if we see like two cuts, like just like I told you, if we divide cut into three parts, two and like what we call it, not half, one fourth, one third. Okay, two cut and one of its part, this is its measurement. So now include your final practice alif and ba. Okay, keep in mind It should be without nuktas, and date and your name should be written on it. Okay. Mm, okay. So, any question about today's class? Just like this. Okay. This is the line, and with one nukta distance, are going to write ba. Okay. And remember, this line is not straight. It's slightly like this. This should be maintained. Okay. It's like a composition. Okay. This should be present. It's not like this is alif, you have written ba here. Okay. It's not like that, or behind alif. Okay. It should be written like this, and just in center there should be a nukta as well. Okay. Okay. So all clear? Any question? Okay, so keep your practice. Everyone is also Miss Farwa. You too, okay? Include Ba in your practice, and Miss Saskia and Zahra. Do your practice of Alif one more time and like show the improvement, okay? So it's not like someone is going ahead of the other. It just, you have to do the practice, okay? Because if someone has like show that much improvement in the practice, so we can't take everyone in the same way. So do your practice, and you all are doing great work. And also I'm going to say this again, because in the group there are students from different countries, and the time zone difference is really great. Okay, even this time some of the students, they texted me before the class, like they are in the office, they are in the school or university. So we, like, I can't made a time that satisfies everyone, that so when announce the time for the live class, so like try your maximum to be in it. Okay, it should be your number one priority. It is very important if you want to learn this art. Okay, like this correction and in front of you, and the practice, all these things, your you are like consistency in your practice 2 times a week. So all these things, they are very important in your learning. Okay, so these little things, they are like they are we are making you are making your own foundation. So it's up to you now, how you put, how like how much you invest your time, all these things in your foundation, in your base. Okay, so later on, these things, you are going to see, these things are making your heart strong. Okay, so you all are doing great work. Just try to be punctual with at least 2 times practice. Try to send 2 times practice in a week in the group, and try to be try your best. Okay, if there is something, like I'm gonna share the recording, but still try your best to be in the class. I'm saying this openly. Those who attend the class live, you know they are going to take so much more than those who are not attending the live class. Okay, there is so much difference, because watching recording of this long session, it's not easy, and you are not that much focused. Okay, so it's very important. And also, I also check the practice of the students that are present in the class. So so yeah, good practice, and keep it up, and focus on these little things. Don't ignore. And one more thing, everyone do this thing, like after writing your practice, for example, after writing your alif. Okay, now don't just send it and don't just write another one. Okay, like spend some time on on observing the alif, on analyzing the letter, like what's the thing that is missing, and compare it with your correction, with my lesson. Okay, the pics that I shared. So compare it, where is the point, where is I lacking, like Ask yourself this question, okay? Check yourself. Like if I draw the line in middle, like it's passing, it is too cut, okay? Overall alif shape is appropriate, whether it's suitable, this curve, it's not, okay? Whether it's not, if it's looking too much tiltness, okay, like try to overcome that. You can even rewrite on that, okay? You can overwrite on that, okay? So try to improve these things, all these things that you told, and this line, okay, whether it's come behind this and this part, whether it's two-third of the cut. So all these things, focus on that, okay? Analyze it and then practice it again and again, okay? It's just not that you managed to, they send me pictures that we have uh, like we have filled all the papers with the alif 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 alif, and still it's not getting better. So you have to figure it out what's the missing, okay? Just you are you are practicing with alif, you are not using your senses, okay? So it's like you have to focus, you have to concentrate. All these things, they are part of your learning. So you all are doing great work. Just keep doing your practice, okay? Goodbye. Allah Hafiz. Inshallah, we are going to uh, do our next class on Sunday, same time, 10 p.m. Inshallah. Okay.